everybody. Welcome to Tinplate Thursday.
Hi.
Got George here. Another live stream with GFW Trains. Tinplate Thursday. Tinplate Thursday. We got some cool stuff running today, don't we, George?
We do.
We got a lot of neat stuff out. Some cool stuff running today. Some of the stuff was working good, right?
Yeah. Really good.
And then some of it,
It's not working.
not so good. Not so good.
All right, let's see how this goes.
But all of it's really neat. We got ourselves a Hudson.
Yeah.
Running with the original pre-war red passenger tinplate cars. We've got around here one of my favorites. This one isn't necessarily the a paint job that they would have had back when they came out. That would have been yellow when it came out, but we've got the Illinois Central Green Diamond, which is a neat one because that one ran right here by us.
Yeah.
Right. And then we've got some other neat stuff.
Got the M10,000
Over here, we've got the M10,000. We've got out. We've also have the Hiawatha over here behind George. This one's neat. Hiawatha, cool engine, but we could not get that thing to run very well around our layout.
It's right on the house.
I did. Yeah. And then also, back there, we've got another Union Pacific Streamliner. And we've got two really cool. I'm gonna have this come over here. Check this out. Over here, look at that one. That one's painted up. Burlington rounds. And then we've got this one over here. It's another neat one that's been painted up for the Katy. So that's pretty neat. There's one more that I did not get out. Since I'm over here, I'll show you this one too. I didn't get out the, I believe it's a Boston, Maine one. Maybe we'll get that one out later. And of course, my favorite, I love that Hiawatha. Man, is that not a beautiful engine and a beautiful set? That is so pretty, isn't it, George?
Yeah, it is.
That's my favorite Streamliner right there.
Yeah.
That is my favorite Streamliner. So we've got some neat stuff. We'll go through that a little bit later. Some more of that. We'll talk about those trains. Maybe we'll run them. I don't know if we'll run that Hiawatha though. I'm sure we'll get a lot of requests.
Yeah.
That Hiawatha is so beautiful.
It is really cool. Yeah. We have to really talk loud, man. These tinplate engines are really
We can clickety-clack down the track, you know? So speaking of that, everybody hear us okay? We got good video? I think we've got good video today. I think we got good audio too. So check in with everybody. Are we 5x5? Good audio, good visual?
Is that an M10,000? Yes, it is. It is an M10,000. It's a green diamond. Actually, I like how long this one is compared to the
Oh yeah. I tell you what, George, this one, there's probably about 4 or 5 extra cars you could put on that one. Yeah. But that green diamond's beautiful, huh?
Is that an original?
No, they didn't make one like that, a green diamond, so that's been a repaint. That one would have started out like the UPN 10,000 over there. Right. So good, we're getting some thumbs up from sound and video. Thanks for everybody who's checking in here. Sorry about yesterday. I don't know what happened with our video, but I switched some video stuff around here today. We got the, hopefully we're going to be all right. So, and have a good day. George, how's school going today?
Long, still going. I have to finish up engineering, building a house on a website called SketchUp. And I have to build a floor plan to a house. So
Yeah?
It's really close. I just have to put in all the doors, and then I have to label all the rooms of that house.
So a couple people are asking, yep, that is Illinois Central Green Diamond right there. Tinplate Thursday, everybody. Welcome in. Everybody's just walking through the door. Welcome to Tinplate Thursday. Got some neat trains here. We got M10,000. We got the Green Diamond. We've got the Hudson with the pre-war passenger cars. Talk about fun stuff. We've got over here the Zephyr. And we also have two other ones, Boston and Maine Zephyr, and we've got the Flying Yankee. Right. That one's a Flying Yankee. Texas, I don't believe that the Katie ever had a streamliner like that. It's just kind of a...
There.
Right. There we go. Get that one in the background. That's the smaller version of it. So, good show. Good show.
Yeah.
Ours saying he loves the stream today, the subject, but tomorrow's going to be thrilling.
What's tomorrow? Oh my gosh.
George needs to wake up. But at least he's saying more than yes. So I got to give him a thumbs up on that one. But yeah, tomorrow, Fast Friday. I got bad news on my end though.
What?
My train was coming in two parts. So one of the two parts isn't going to be here in time.
Really? Oh, that sucks.
So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I've got some ideas.
Parts.
No, I've reached out to some friends to see if they can hook me up with an engine. I've got a friend of mine whose name rhymes with Ron Logan.
Ron Logan?
Yeah, I'm hoping he can
race a big boy.
I'm hoping he can help me out with that one. That's good. So we'll see what we got with that. And then the other thing is too, wait till you see what I got. I think that's going to be a really cool racing engine into the future. So all right, well we're rolling along in the stream here. Welcome to everybody who's here, huh, George?
Yeah.
So all right, let's get everybody checked in. Get some whistles out. All right, first in the door today. Honor goes to ours trains. Good stuff. Train Storm's here. Let's get Train Storm to whistle. Ryan Burns is here. Lee Klinger's in the house. James Ring's here. He sees the Hiawatha, likes the Hiawatha. We love that one too. That's my favorite steam engine. Let's see here. James Ring also checking out the M10,000, likes that M10,000. Shane's Trains in the house. Good to see you here. Steve is King's production with friends. Asking for a close-up of the tinplate Siemens. Hopefully we'll get some more close-ups as the stream goes on. We'll get some more of that for you. Benjamin Ty's in the house. Keegan Italy's here. Good to see you, Keegan. Haven't seen you around in a while. Welcome back. Thanks for coming to the stream today. We got Train Productions in the house. Happy to see that Hiawatha. And I'm happy to show it to you. This tinplate stuff is great, isn't it, George?
Oh yeah, it's so cool.
Benjamin Time. I don't know if we got him or not before, but hey, we're not stingy around here, are we? Hi, George, Corey, Shane, everybody checking in. Ours says, at least the Hiawatha looks nice sitting. Yeah, that's good. Train Storm's here saying, hey, some great classics out today.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we're going to be able to present some of these classics to some people who may or may not have ever seen them. Good. Let's see here. We've got Robert Searcy in the house. And if I'm butchering your name, I apologize about that, Robert. Well, welcome. Thanks for being here. We got Leighton Junction saying hello. Good to see you here. Good to see you. Trains and Things says, good day, man. Love to trade places with you.
Yeah.
Well, probably for these 2 hours, because I can't think of anything that I'd rather be doing for the next 2 hours. How about you, George?
No.
Running trains, renting some tinplate trains, some beautiful stuff. Well, I know that you're not here, but hopefully you have an opportunity to kick back, relax, Trains and Things, take your mind off of whatever you've got, and let's talk about trains. Let's run some trains. Grab yourself an iced tea, an Ecto cooler, some V8, some root beer, whatever you're drinking these days. Grab some of that. Let's see, James Ring says we got the Burlington Zephyr, got the Flying Yankee. You got it. So our train's asking, are those original or are those repros? Well, some of it's original and some of it's repros. And a lot of it is stuff that has been recreated. So as you can see, the Texas Special is a recreation. The Hiawatha is the
original, just like
the modern version.
Yeah.
I believe that one came out in 1990 or 1991. the cars behind the heavyweight, I believe those are original, which is cool. And the Green Diamonds and the N10000, they're all original, but a lot of them have been repainted or retouched. So the N10000 and the Green Diamond are both repaints on them. We are lucky enough to, we went over to a buddy of mine's house and they made a suggestion that we need to run more tinplate.
Yeah.
So it's a big special thank you. Shout out to our good friend Bill Cabernis, who's going to be in the next video that we've got. A drop of our next video coming out on Saturday, George.
Yeah.
Fast Lionel. That's what I've called it, for lack of a better thing. But it's all running fast trains. In fact, on that one, we've got the world famous TCA train races on there.
Wow.
Yep, change traces. Can you guys run the Sino Yellow Belly Hudson since the Hiawatha isn't running so well? We don't have the Yellow Belly Hudson. That one's at my dad's house, George's grandpa's house. When Stay Away is done, maybe we can bust that one out and run it. But we'll be running some other stuff. Maybe we'll try the Hiawatha, but we were trying that and it just didn't run so well. Depending on how the stream goes, maybe we can set up a circle of track and run it down on the floor. That might be fun, huh,
Yeah,
George?
that would be cool.
Because we've got some old tinplate track that we can run that on, and yeah. Yep. So let's see here. Train Storm says, okay, that GFW caboose is amazing. Well, I like that GFW caboose as well. A good friend of ours and one of George's, a good friend of GFW Trains and one of George's really good friends out in Washington made that for George as a special gift for him. So that's pretty cool.
He's making 1,000 subscriber box car for us too.
One of a kind, special edition, 1,000 subscriber box car. Pretty neat, huh? So Benjamin Ty says he likes Pennsylvania Railroad Q2 more. Yep. You know what? There's so many good things out there, but hey, today we're focusing on tinplate. I don't know of any right off the top of my head. At least tinplate. I don't know. I'm sure there's stuff out there. But right off the top of my head, I can't think of any Pennsylvania Railroad tinplate. I'm sure some people are going to check in and say that they're aware of some. And if you are, say in the stream. So Great Lakes Central Railroad's just checked in, says, oh my God, hey, good to see you here. It's been so long since he's been here. Good to see you. Good to see you, Great Lakes Central Railroad. Thanks for checking in. Being part of the stream today. We're having a good time. So, yep, we've got the M10000 out. Questions about that. 5x5 on the audio and the visual. Good, good, good. Hopefully no Wi-Fi problems. I did a lot of, I literally spent yesterday from the time we ended the stream till about 2:30 in the morning working on redoing the live stream in our house. Now whether that's going to, or the Wi-Fi in the house, and whether that's going to be helpful or not, I don't know. But I tried to learn a little bit about Wi-Fi on OBS. I tried to learn about how to be on Wi-Fi. I called and spoke with our wireless provider. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. So hopefully we're good there. James Ring says, before we do anything, can we get a whistle from Hornby Trains? It's their 100th anniversary this year. Absolutely. Let's get a big whistle from Hornby. We'll get that one right on here. Special New York Central Hudson. Oh, wow. So Train Track Productions asking about what that green train is, George.
It's an M10 or Green Diamond M10000. So the Union Pacific had an M10000. They call it banana train, or that's what.
Yeah, M10000.
Yeah. And
we always call it the
banana train. Yeah, we call it the banana train. But the Illinois Central had one as well, an M10000 as well, that they called the Green Diamond. So yeah,
that's what it is. A recreation, tinplate recreation of the Green Diamond from the Illinois Central. Georgian Iron Connecticut says all sounds good, looks good. Great Lakes Central says, hi, GLC here. It's been a while since I've watched the stream. I've been so busy and I've missed them. Well, Wayne, welcome back. Glad to have you here. Coming in for a special day. Kick back, relax, grab yourself something to drink. Let's talk trains. Let's run some trains.
Yeah.
We've got tinplate out. Running some tinplate. So, all right. Benjamin Ty says he loves my jacket. Hold on, let me show this off. So yesterday I had my Hawaiian shirt on, one of my Hawaiian shirts. I love Hawaiian shirts like this. But this is my train shirt. Got this one in Big Shanty, in Kennesaw, Georgia. right at the museum where the general's at. So,
Yeah.
Trains and Things says I own one. I lost it. Yeah. All right. Sorry about this, guys. Just trying to catch up on the stream. Matt's Train says I was testing one of my engines for Fast Friday, and it flipped off over on my turns, causing the shell to come off. Well, that's a fast one. If you go so fast, the shell pops off. George, I told you the story. Do you remember the story I told you about the train that my brother and I had when we were growing up called the Wabash Cannonball?
Yeah, he ran it so fast that the boiler would come on.
It came out in probably about 1976. It was a little cheapy 027 Lionel set that my dad got for my brother, and he and I would run that one. And we didn't race it, but whenever we ran it fast, yeah, it was a pretty fast engine. Whenever we ran that one fast, the front of the boiler would pop off. Yeah, it was a funny one. Train service at school is ending for me next week, but the board is talking about making tomorrow the last day. Train storm. Lucky guy there. Lucky guy. So the Flying Katie, James Lee is calling that one the Flying Katie. Trains and Things says I own one red MTH O-gauge tinplate set. See here, Train Track Productions. It's a shame the Illinois Central scrapped the green diamond. It is, isn't it? You know, there's a couple of the Burlington Zephyrs out there. There's two of them that are right by us, which is pretty cool. The Nebraska Zephyrs over at the Illinois Train Railway Museum. And what's the other one, George?
Pioneer Zephyr.
Right, the Pioneer Zephyr.
That one's like all in like bad shape.
No, the Pioneer Zephyr's in good shape. That was one at the Museum of Science and Industry.
Oh yeah. What about the one that you saw? Wasn't it a Pioneer Zephyr?
Oh gosh, it's not the Pioneer Zephyr, but it is a Zephyr. I can't remember which one it is. Well, one of the Zephyrs that was over here down the road from us. They've since moved it.
Oh, they have?
Yeah, I believe it's down in like East St. Louis area right now.
Oh, is that the one that?
No, there's a front car there, but not the rest of the train. No, I don't know what's ever happened with that one. Perhaps somebody can tell us in the stream. So Benjamin Ty says Friday is always thrilling. Well, fingers crossed it works out better than last Friday, at least with our streaming. George has got his engine here.
Yeah, it's
$20. $20 is what $20 gets you, right?
Yeah.
Ain't gonna get you a Lamborghini. Why don't you show everybody what you got, George? $20 right there. That looks like a good one to me, George.
It has some running problems, but yeah, it works.
Yeah? Well, I got a special one up my sleeve, so we'll see what we got here. Benjamin says it's not only good because it's Friday, Fast Friday, but it's also because it's Friday in and of itself.
Yeah.
Nick Klinger says he joined the Discord today. That's cool. Train Storm can't tune in tomorrow. Hopefully next week. Sounds good. We're always here. We're here every day, except for Tuesdays, from 3 p.m. Usually about 2 hours, give or take. Depends on how much fun we're having, right, George?
Yeah, correct.
Right. Trains and Things says if I got tin plate, it would be standard gauge. Well, I like standard gauge tin plate. We've got some standard gauge tin plate. I like O gauge. I like it all. So Robert Searcy wants an update on the challenge. So you saw George's one there. I've got mine in shipment. There's actually two parts to the shipment, and one part's coming in today via USPS. I've got one coming in tomorrow, unfortunately. I don't know if it's going to arrive in time for me to use it, though, until after the streams. I've reached out. I've got some tentacles out there. I think, George, you better be scared. Especially if your train is, you've had it there. You've had it for a couple of days, haven't been able to get it work. In fact, the longer you've had it, the worse it's been able to work, huh?
Yeah. You want to try it real quick?
Sure, yeah, we'll try that. Let me run through some of these. I'm way behind on the comments here. Let's see here. Texas Trainmaster checking in, saying howdy. Great Lakes Central says it's been so long since he's been on. Good. Trains and Things says that H is a beauty. I know, isn't it? We got some beautiful trains out here today. South Brooklyn Railroad says, "Hey, wait a rootin' tootin' minute. Weren't you guys just on?" Yeah, it seems like it, right? It's like Groundhog's Day over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in, Big Bill.
At least we got new trains going.
We got some neat new trains going today. We've got some classic tin plate, O-gauge tin plate Lionel stuff going on here. Nothing made, I think the newest train here was made in the late 30s. Well, not counting the Hudson. That's a reproduction. That's a K-line Hudson that's pulling these passengers cars here. But I wanted to get that one out so it looked nice with the proper engine on that. Again, a big shout out and thank you to Bill Cabernis who lent us all of this tin plate out here.
Oh, yeah.
And a big thumbs down to him for selling George his $20 special. Bill is a racing racer. George and he would battle with the train races. In fact, he made the train races, and he and George would battle on those train races. It was fun.
Yeah, it was. Too bad they are in Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah. So Layton Junction says you got some good sounds going there. Very good. I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully it'll keep rocking and rolling
Did you
through.
ever know that this is rubber?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes. In fact, I'm going to tell you a little secret. Grandpa's looks like that, and if you take the rubber off of his post-war one, somebody had glued sticks underneath it.
Really?
Uh-huh. So our train's asking about the 1,000 subscriber special. Yes. That one's a hard one to put together. There's so many different kinds of videos of so many different stuff. It's still coming. It's still coming. A little bit on the back burner. I apologize about that. Been I've got work that I've been working from home. I've been having some technical issues with the stream and the internet and the Wi-Fi around our house here. The Wi-Fi here reminds me of like a sailor that is going across the ocean in their ship. Like some days you get a really, really good wind and everything's fine, and some days for no reason, you don't know why, the wind stops. Now, I tell you what, it's crazy because I have got the best service that our internet provider has. I've got, as far as I know, the top of the line router. I've got the top of the line Wi-Fi. I've got repeaters in the house, and I'm still having issues. I'm actually beginning to think it's probably because of the internet usage around here, and there just not being enough bandwidth for everybody in the area here. So, anyway, I've been working on that, not the 1,000 subscriber special. So I owe you guys that, and I apologize for being a little bit late on that. But hey, I'll get there, I promise. Hey, Sakura Dench's here. Let's give him a whistle.
So is Tim.
His favorite U.S. stream. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh. And on cue, the stream goes a little bit wonky on us, but we'll keep plowing. Hopefully there won't be any. We'll get this back, and we won't have any additional issues. So let's see here. Securidentia in the house. Benjamin Tice says, I'd much rather see real trains run. Yeah, I think that's probably a lot of us would feel the same way. We'd like to see some real trains happen. Anita Worderick says, Grandma here, while running down by the Bartlett train station, the Metro Legacy Hiawatha engine came through Bartlett, George.
Actually, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Tim says he's happy that we're running tinplate today and that the cab forward's taking a break.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about that, but it's okay.
Benjamin George likes the cab forward. That's you asking about that. SMT Mainline's here. Good to see you, SMT. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the plug yesterday on your stream.
Oh yeah, that is cool.
Right.
Cool.
Right. So, rolling through here. Hopefully I'm getting everybody. Oh, we forgot to get Big Bill a whistle, guys. George. DNSF Bishop's here. Give him a whistle. Very good. Thanks for coming on here. Benjamin Ty spots the BN locomotive on my shirt and screams in happiness. We like that. Trains and Things says TMCC and DCS made all of the difference for me. Love the bells and whistles of that high-tech stuff. George does too. I like it all. I like tinplate and I like all of the bells and whistles and everything.
I like stuff I'm able to touch.
That's a zinger for me, right? That's supposed to be a zinger?
No, it's true. I like stuff I am able to touch.
All right, I get it. That's good. All right. Ours trains. Let's see. Moving further. Did we get Texas Train Master, George? Okay, him in the house here. Very good. Very good. So, talking about SMT's mainline streams, they just pop up and it's always fun. And he gets a lot of people over there in his stream. He's got a really neat channel. For those of you that haven't seen it, check out SMT Mainline's channel. Young man who loves trains, loves model trains. He's got a lot of HO stuff. Does a lot of things talking about history of HO, layout building, layout repairs. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure everybody here's probably seen it. You have to check out his channel. He does a live stream from time to time. Yesterday he must have had, what, 150 people on there?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I couldn't imagine. It's hard enough to go through all of the comments here with what we've got on. So. Texas Train Master is asking what we thought of his video. I don't know if George watching it. I watched that one. Tuned in on that. It's a really good one about crash in Texas where they ran two locomotives into each other. 40,000 people watched.
Oh yeah, I know about that. They were American.
The crash and crush. Yup. Mark Twain's effort. That's the one that I couldn't think of. It's not in that field in Joliet anymore, Tim. I don't know where that one's at. But it's not in Joliet. We went out there, actually in the PCA we went to go see that one time. James Ring is asking, what's your favorite movie train crash, George?
Unstoppable.
Oh, that's a good
one. When those SD40-2s go. Yeah.
Mine is, you haven't seen it, Silver Streak.
I've seen it crash.
The train goes right through the station, George.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Cool, we got another. Benjamin Tyson said he got on the Discord. That's good.
Yeah. That's
good. At Joe 1972 is in the house. Give me a thumbs up for a $20 general, George. LJR Yards checking in, George. Good to see you here. Say you just watched a video on the 1991 Soviet coup. Good show. Trains and Things says it's Train Hog Day. Yep, happens over and over. Yep. Michael Minetti's here. He says here's a little bit before. He's here a little bit before his nap, George.
Oh boy.
Yep. He's asking what that the green pool noodle is in there, George.
It's a green diamond. Yeah, Illinois Central green diamond. Which is kind of strange. I wonder why they did it like green. I don't. With the Illinois Central, and none of their stuff is all like brown, right? Brown or white.
Yep.
Humanity Junction. It's funny. Yesterday, my mom, she said your name right the first time she said it. It's Humanity Junction.
Yeah. She got it. Nailed it.
Actually, no, it might have been Anita. One of them.
So yeah, the Illinois Central Green Diamond is a Lionel. It is an old M10000. It is a repaint of the Green Diamond. It's a beautiful, beautiful engine. Tradestorm's watching the stream on Nintendo. That sounds good. All right.
Never did Dave Grandpa. Sorry, Grandpa.
Yeah. Good to see you, Grandpa. Thanks for coming in. All right. Let's see here. Union City Junction's here.
Railfan Jake, welcome to the stream.
All right, CSX GE ET44 AC's here. Nice. So, oh man, I lost my spot on here. I always hate that when I lost my my spot. So, hey, Train Tracks Production wants to know if a modern Lionel set, for example, Polar Express with an individual remote and sound effects count as a DCC set, George?
No, nothing in O scale is DCC unless you're going to 2 railroad. But it's all either Legacy, TMCC, or DCS. And that set, I don't know if you consider either one of those, or maybe, I know that Line Chief Plus have their own choices now, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be a DCC set.
cool. We got lots of people coming in. Welcome again to the stream. It's Tinplate Thursday. We got some beautiful ones around here. I haven't had a chance to catch up on the comments, but can't wait to show everybody. We got the Green Diamond running. We've got the classic Lionel Hudson with the tinplate red passenger cars behind it. We've got the Hiawatha behind us with the Burlington Zephyr. We also have a repaint KD Zephyr. In the box over here, got to get out. What's the one from the Boston and Maine? The Flying Yankee, right? We've got a little M10,000 back up behind us, so good stuff. Train Track Production says, did you guys watch the CSX 321 video? Yeah, you did a good job on that. Nice job. Thumbs up. Charlie's Model Train's checking in, saying hello. George gave him a whistle. Jerry Satterley is also here. Always good to see you, Jerry. Humanity is wondering if that's a real train wreck in Unstoppable or whether it was CGI. Oh, the other one I forgot, which is a great train wreck, was the Harrison Ford movie. The one with the train wreck that's still there.
You mean Fugitive?
The Fugitive. That's a great train wreck scene. That's my favorite. The train wreck in Silver Streak is good, but the train wreck in The Fugitive is the best. You can still go see that, can't you, George?
Yeah, you can.
Where's it at?
I don't know. I think it's North Carolina. It's at a tourist road. And when you're going by the tour, or when you take the tourist road, you can go and see the engines. It's Illinois Southern.
See if there's something going up the track there. No. Let's see here. Grandpa's saying the Mark Twain Zephyr is the one that's down in Alton. So that's the one that was out in Joliet. And it's down in Alton right now.
Yeah. Gosh, there's the guy I'm following on Instagram. He took a couple of pictures of it. There's this yard down there, right?
Yep.
Where they store a bunch of private cars.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just old superliners, old observation cars. And I'm pretty sure that Zephyr's. I'll have to show you.
Yeah. I've seen it, a satellite image of it. It's in Alton. I thought it was in East St. Louis, but it's in Alton. I saw it when it was here. It was only about 20 minutes away from our house in Minooka, George. That thing is it's gutted out. It's kind of a shame. But it's all set if somebody with a lot of bank had a lot of money that they wanted to invest in a cool train. That would be a good one. We're about 10 minutes behind on the comments. Grandpa, the Nebraska Zephyr is at the Museum of Science and Industry. Okay. I thought that was the Pioneer Zephyr.
Yeah, the Pioneer
and the Nebraska Zephyr is the one
in
that's
IRM.
Right. All right, Train Track Production says that. James Lee says, do you think the Penn Central was the worst decision in railroad history?
No, I think it was a good concept. It just didn't have anything.
The direction was not there.
Yeah.
I tell you what, the direction. Humanity's asking again about the green train, George. Why don't you tell everybody just checking in?
So that is a Illinois Central M10,000. They called it the Green Diamond. It's actually a real train. But yeah, I don't know what the backstory on it is, but I know that it was a real train. This is somebody painted this and set though from an original UP M10,000. They tried to run earlier, but they had a hard time. So.
George Humanity was asking if you saw about the train wreck from yesterday, the BNSF train.
No, I didn't.
And a lot of people are asking about what happened with that. And Charlie's Model Train says, I've seen videos of the Fugitive crash, and the locals in the bus are still there. Yep. And Grandpa says, yeah, Warren Buffett was running his train too fast around the layout.
And the good old BNSF, or ZW.
Right, Humanity says it was a BNSF train pulling empty auto racks. I think it may have actually been the 20th, but it feels like yesterday.
Yes. Has anyone ever made a GM Aero train in O scale? I have one in HO. Yeah.
MTH did.
MTH did. Yeah, that is true. They made them in all railroads as well. Yeah.
See, she's all right. James Green.
That was interesting.
James Ring says, did you see any Genesee and Wyoming short lines near you? No, I've never even heard of that railroad. That's kind of neat. Humanity Junction is saying says that he's trying to find it again, and Shane's Train said it must be with Shane's Train saying, his Aero Trains, Pennsylvania Railroad. So Pennsylvania had them, the Rock Island had one. In fact, my dad said that he rode on one of those for the Rock Island.
I know, but did you know that the ones that each railroad had, they were all just the same engine, and they got moved from each railroad?
The same engine?
Or like, I think they made, I don't know how
that can't be true because I've seen two engines.
They made 5 sets.
Right.
And I think UP had 2, and then I think the rest were like, on the other railroads. And I think a couple railroads didn't like them, so then they sell them off to, I found a video on that to show you. But all the railroads that had them, a lot of those engines that you've seen like with different railroads on the front of them are the same engine.
Oh yeah, right. So I've seen 2 of them. There was one at the National Railroad Museum.
There's another one at St. Louis.
Right. The National Railroad Museum in Green Bay and one in St. Louis.
They're both UP.
Right. Train Track Productions says MDH will make anything, even out of
not to sell. They haven't made it to sell.
They haven't. No, they haven't. But they did make that silver bullet train from the Coors commercials. Talk about something out of sheer imagination. That one's fun though. I've seen that one. It's like the cars open up and there's smoke that comes out of that thing everywhere. It'll look like it's the cold, cool refrigerator cars. James Reed says that G&W is a short line monopoly of small railroads and failed financially. All the railroads have the same orange-black.
Those are always around, man.
Right. Trains and things says only thing stopping me from having it is money. Yeah, money's always the issue, isn't it? Grandpa's weighing in says Rock Island had an Aero train and tried to use it in its main line. It didn't work, so he used it on the commuter line. Yeah, from what I understand, the Aero train looked really cool and a real neat concept where they used buses.
Yeah.
But it just didn't hold up on the tracks. He tried to roll that thing around down the tracks, and I guess those cars would bounce you to death. Grandpa says he lost some fillings riding on those cars. Yeah, he's saying that it was designed to be built like buses.
It was too light.
Right. So Train Track Production, we saw this one. George actually was really into this one for a while. Says the Union Pacific was going to have an atomic-powered Aero train, but it was too expensive.
Yeah, but from what my understanding, that the track was going to use its own gauge track. It was going to be like it was going to be huge, like the track was, and it never became a thing. Trains and Things with the super chat. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks. Right there in the George's train collection. So we're working on the issue. It's all going to probably be bumped into the screen, so we really appreciate it. For those of you that don't know, there is a little button with a $sign that allows you to do a super chat if you like what we're doing here or you like what George is doing here. It's good stuff. I appreciate you doing that. I know George appreciates that. Because I'll go to George. George. So, thank you. Very generous. So, LGL's asking Rock Island Railroad or the Cotton Belt, George?
Cotton Belt.
What? Over the Rock Island? Oh, I've heard.
They went into the SP.
We had our kinfolk work for the Rock Island. Drove to work for the Rock Island. That's why I've written the Chicago Railroad. Humanity says, Wally, I just emailed you a link about the BNSF crash. Good show. Good stuff. Charlie's Model Train says, I'm going to go. See you guys around the roundhouse. Thanks for checking in, Charlie. Good stuff. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Let's see. Trains and Things. All right, says that's for your next layaway, George.
Yeah. Ben's Train's welcome to this chat, or the stream.
So Humanity says about a dozen rail cars and one locomotive derailed on Monday morning when a freight train hit a large boulder on the tracks in Grant County, Wisconsin. Hey, Ben's is here. Ben's Trains. Good to see you, Ben. I was hoping that you'd make it. It's tinplate Thursday. Look at the trains that we're running. We got some great stuff. We have to show you around a little bit. Yeah, that vehicular train was not a really good concept. Could you
know they were going to make vehicular cars?
I know, it's crazy. But there was a craze when they were going to make nuclear everything. So Shane's trains the same, the Aeroca train were GM bus bodies with air suspension. The suspension had the opposite effect and made it run worse. So Brandon the Frisco's here. I don't think we got him. It's Classics Train Thursday, Tinplate Thursday, you bet. James Reed is saying, have you seen the excited train guy meme? I have not seen that one. Have you seen it, George? You have to share that with me. Unity Junction says, did you get your racer working, George?
It runs.
So an update, George, we're going to have to give everybody an update about Fast Friday and about our $20 challenge.
So mine was $20, and this is the engine I got. But currently I've been having troubles with the gears. They're not the best.
So the challenge was this. Last Friday, I threw down the challenge and said, all right, you get $20 plus $10 shipping, and we upped it a little bit to $30. And to see who could get the fastest racer that we didn't have anywhere in our house, anywhere here in our house by tomorrow. We're gonna race.
Work on this.
So George got himself, reached out to his friend network and got himself
General.
Yeah, $20 on that one. I have got a surprise, and it's coming in. I don't know if it's going to come in time, but I got a plan B on the plans too. But it's either way, it's going. George is going down. Down.
Yeah, mine doesn't even run.
I hope George doesn't cry on the screen. LJ Rail All right, I got to delve into this. It says the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. The Rock Island Line is a road to ride. Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. If you want to ride it, gotta ride it like you find it. Get your ticket at the station on the Rock Island Line. So, all right, I'm using that with a shameless plug here. I just got finished producing the next video to go out on GFW Trains, using some stock old footage. And it's a music video to the Rock Island Line. So check that out. It's going to premiere on Saturday at 9 a.m. Saturday at 9. And the reason why I say the Rock Island Line is all set music video to the Rock Island Line with fast trains running around them, Midwest Division Train Collectors Association layout. And
And you
hopefully
get to see the train races.
right off of Fast Friday, yeah, we've got the train races there in there, featuring a little bit of young George, who's about 8 years old, racing blue over here against the Devil Train.
Devil Train.
In a matchup before Train Fest started when there's nobody there. It was in the vacuum. It was fun stuff. Humanity is saying, is Wally's train running? No. Wally's train isn't running. It's not even here yet. So, Grandpa says you better change your horses really quick.
Wait, how are you going to find a train for...
I told you. I got friends. I'm going to reach out to some friends, see what I can get.
Yeah.
James Ring says Flying Scotsman or 844, George?
844.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 844 too. Flying Scotsman's a cool locomotive, but man, I'd love to see that old American steam. That's where I think it's at.
If you go like anything American against, like, you know.
Oh, LJL, you're not believing in me? LJL says he bet George's train's going to win.
Yeah.
Oh, George is not feeling too confident. He's got some stripped gears in it. Pretty engine. Good from far, but far from good, huh, George?
Yeah.
He's doing a little bit of dissection as we speak. Show everybody what the guts of that one looks like. This is actually one of the good Generals. It's got the parts like...
It's just the gear. So, let me show you.
I laughed, George. Remember how it was smoking out the front?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there is a smoke unit in there. It's up in the front here.
Okay, good. So, this has got one of the better motors, too.
General M60 Brigades here. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching the stream. We'd give you a whistle, but the trains are shut down right now. So, yeah. Michael's here. Hello. See ya. Or, hello. Thanks for coming.
So you can see where the gears are stripped. Like, see how it's been used?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure if any of you guys can see that. But, yeah, it's been used, that's for sure. And I'm just trying to find... Do you have any suggestions or...
Well, I'll have to take a look at that after the stream. That's the first time I've had that go. SMT had a video about fixing some stripped stuff. Maybe you can check out SMT's
That was on
page.
nylon gears.
Oh, it was nylon?
Yeah, these
Look
are
back and
brass.
take. We have to. Maybe we've got another gear in this, another engine that we can put into that one. Or I'm sorry, when I said we, I meant the royal we, meaning you. So Humanity says that you're going to have to push start that engine, George.
I know, yeah. It's going to be like Lamar.
They're gonna run to the engine.
Yeah.
Brandon in Frisco says I saved $72 and need $300 more to get the Lionel First Responder set. That's a cool set. You're gonna have to share that one with everybody when you get that one. Humanity says, will we get to see George singing and dancing in the video?
No.
I think that would be good.
No.
I think I got you, Michael, but if I didn't, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming in. Iron Fox is here. Good. Good to see Iron Fox. Tinplate Thursday. We've got that shut down because George is doing some dissection of his racing engine. But in just a minute, I'm going to take everybody. I'll see if I can get the camera going. Take everybody on a tour of the tinplate engines that we've got out here. We got some cool ones. For those just checking in, we've got behind me, we've got the Hiawatha. Over here, we've got the M10000. Behind me, we've got a small version of the M10000. We've got the Burlington Zephyr right over here. Behind me over here, we've got a Texas Special Kit Bash Burlington Zephyr. We've been running the New York Central Hudson with the tinplate passenger cars from the Scale Hudson. Beautiful, beautiful train. And then the one that we've just gotten a new appreciation for, the Green Diamond.
Oh, yeah.
They were all lent to us by our good friend Bill Cabernis. Again, hats off. Thank you to Bill for lending us that. I hope you enjoy these trains. I sure do.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. LGL Rail Yard says, what's your favorite whistle from the Royal Hudson? From the Royal Hudson, the air one or the steam one? The steam. Absolutely steam. James Ring says, do you know Thunderbolt 1000 Siren Productions? Yeah, they've got some neat stuff. But, you know, you never know who's behind the camera, George. Before we started doing these streams, they probably said he talking about you. Little did they know. It's they, huh?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, did you see what he just did there? Did you see what he just did there? Oh, no. Grandpa says, Wally, my first train ride was on the Rock Island in 1945. Chicago, San Diego, Rock Island, Southern Pacific, San Diego, Arizona, Eastern. I love the story that you tell about that. That's great. Riding across the country to go see your uncle. That's really neat. Grandpa says you need to sell that back to Bill. No way, because this is actually a really cool train. I think
he told us it was like this.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he was like ripping us off. But yeah.
Robert Searcy says he liked the video of the Leviathan. That's pretty cool. I got that one put out because I knew that George got this this American here. For those of you that haven't seen, the last one that we put out on Tuesday was a video from way back 2015 when we took a trip. I've been going through some old footage since I don't have any new video footage to take and trying to find some good nuggets to put out there for people to check out. Yeah, fail. Trainstorm says, well, I got to head out. See you guys Saturday. Thanks. We got on Saturday. I got a phone call from Stephen Cofferl, George.
Oh, that's cool.
Actually, I finally got a chance to talk to him. Man, I'm as excited after talking to him. He has got an amazing layout. You're going to have to check out his channel. I don't have it right here at my fingertips, but tomorrow I'll put up a link. You have to check out his channel, see his layout, and we're going to have him on Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to visit his house. And then I've got to reach out to another friend of ours, see if we can get on Steve Hollick's house. I used to have a Helix on his O-gauge layout. I'm not sure if he still has one, but he is an amazing designer. He's an engineer and retired engineer, and he is one of the people that I've known in this hobby for the longest. And he has got some really neat stuff and an incredible imagination when it comes to trains. Iron Fox is asking what you're working on, George.
I'm trying to fix this general. So basically what's wrong with it is it's been used so much that the brass gear is actually worn down in it and it's starting to strip. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to fix the motor so it's like right up against the gear.
If we're forgetting to say, everyone who's coming in, that we'll see you around the roundhouse. That's a little bit better. Trains and Things says the MTH Aero Train is a nice nom and anchorage has one. I agree. I like that. It's a really neat set. LGL Rail Yard says I think the best whistle from the Royal Hudson is the We Are One. I really like the sound of it. Yep. Humanity says I see all of the super stickers have paid off, and you got a new R's hat.
This isn't new. We got actually new baseball jerseys the other day. We haven't gotten them yet, but my friend he sent me pictures of them, and they're pretty cool. And the hats, they look similar to this, but except the backs are white. So, yeah, gonna have a new hat.
So James Ring says, "Hey George, did you know that the Delaware and Hudson had challengers?"
I did know that.
Yeah, we were over at Ours Trains a couple of days ago, last Saturday, and he has a really, really neat model of a Delaware and Hudson. It was a Delaware and Hudson Challenger, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Grandpa says, just a thought, guys. Do you realize that the power on a nuclear submarine is a reactor heating water to steam, which turns up prop shafts via turbine and reduction gears? So I think what Grandpa's trying to say is that you need to get some nuclear power in there, George.
Oh boy.
That's what I think. Humanity suggests you should just put some rubber bands in there.
Oh, yeah, that is a good idea.
So Trains and Things says, it's not a good idea. Trains and Things, so I gotta go. Head back to work. Lunch is over. Well, thanks for coming in, hanging out with us for a little while. Trains and Things. We'll see you around the roundhouse.
Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out.
All right. Thanks for hanging out and enjoying the day. George Worderick, Grandpa says, now the thing about that, replace a firebox on a big boy with a reactor to heat the boiler, and presto, nuclear powered big boy. Grandpa's on fire today.
Don't think that's a good idea.
He's on fire. And Ours is confirming that the DNH 1509 is a little Challenger model. Yep. Check that out. That was on Saturday stream. So you can check that out on the previous stream. Brandon the Frisco says, should I get MTH? Well, MTH is really good, and I think it's one of those things whether you like apples or you like oranges. Some people like apples, some people like oranges, some people like both. We here like both, but we have a lot more Lionel.
Yeah, that's what we started off.
Right. Oh man, we've gone pixelated on the stream, George.
I wonder what that is.
I don't know.
Every day, man, new problem every day.
Yep. Hopefully we'll come back. Everything on the stream says that it's streaming good, and hopefully everybody can hear us. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear us still, even though that our we've gone 8-bit, George.
Yeah.
Let's see here. LGL says, George, I've got a really curious question. Do you like the trains from Curious George?
There's trains in Curious George?
Oh, man.
I didn't know.
He doesn't know, LGL. That's a good question. Humanity is telling Grandpa that he doesn't think that was a good idea.
Yeah, same. I'm with humanity.
All right, we're not 8-bit anymore, George.
Oh,
George,
no.
you missed it. When we were 8-bit, George was dancing.
I was? Yeah, and singing, actually. with
Covered
the
for you,
conductor
George.
hat on.
Dancing and singing with a conductor hat. Oh, gosh. Secured. All right, good people checking in. Leighton Junction says, I got to go and feed the cat. See you later. Enjoyed the stream. Thanks for hanging out with us today, Leighton. Hope things are going well for you over there in the UK. See you around the roundhouse.
Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out.
Right on. Okay, we're back. So, with that being said, what I'm going to try and do, let me see if I can do this.
Rubber bands is a good idea.
I don't think so, George.
You don't think so?
No. How's that going to work?
Just put it on there so it grips the gear. What else am I going to do? I don't know. It's not working now because the shell won't come back on.
Uh-oh. $20, man. $20. You're seeing George get a little bit scared here, right here in front of you. $20 challenge. All right. Ooh, there we go. So we got this. Computer with Epic Cam. All right. So, George, here's the problem with the Epic Cam is that you can't hear when on the Epic Cam, but they can hear you as we talk about the trains.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm going to take people around on a little tour here, George. So they can see some of the tinplate trains that we've got out here.
Alrighty. Sounds like fun. So currently over here we have the Hiawatha set, which is probably one of my favorites with all the cars too. That is the Atlantic version of the Hiawatha. So yeah, it's not the Hudson, but it's still pretty cool. It's the faster one of the two.
Yeah.
But yeah,
When was this made, George?
that was made in 1992.
I
Right?
think it was either 1990, 1991, right there.
Oh, okay. Well, around
It is
that
a
era.
beautiful
It's an
model.
LTI version. But yeah, that one's really cool. And then as you can see behind it, there's the Katie Zephyr.
How's the picture, George?
It's pretty good. Pretty good. We got the Katie Zephyr right behind it.
This is original Lionel.
Yeah, that's an original Lionel one, but
Tinplate.
repainted to look as a Katie Zephyr. I don't think there was ever a Katie Zephyr though. So this is just a fantasy.
But it's a neat paint job.
Yeah, it's a neat paint job, that's for sure. But yeah, as you can see, we come over to the front. You can see the paint job on it. Just craftsmanship that was put into it. And then, yeah, there you go. Get a closer look at. They're there. Over there, we got the Zephyr. So the Burlington. That's the post-war Burlington Zephyr. It's pretty cool. Really cool, actually. But yeah, that one's probably one of my favorites. I think Grandma's got one of those too, doesn't she?
We've got one, but yeah,
That's on the piano.
oh yeah, right.
As you can see over there, we got the Banana Train, or the M10000, UP M10000, the smaller one of the two. And then right under that, you can see the New York Central passenger set. That one's probably one of my favorites. It's,
My favorite.
It's different, that's for sure. But yeah. Oh, Tim says those Hiawatha was made in 1988.
Oh, all right. Tim, your memory goes as you get older. Look at the front of this one.
You can see the Katie unit. So going to the front of the Katie unit. Yeah, that's just a beautiful unit and all. Ooh, I think I righty. I think I got it. Then we got this. Is that scale?
It's tinplate, George.
But I mean, like,
I suppose it's scale. It looks really neat. This one's been repainted and doesn't have the decals on it.
it still
Or
looks
not
really,
decals, it's a rubber stamp.
Still looks really cool.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes.
I'm going to take you over here to the dirty area, unfortunately, where we keep all of this stuff for
Layout.
our layout when we're building. But here's that green diamond.
Oh,
They
yeah,
can't
that-
hear me really well, by the way.
What? What's up?
I said I don't think they can hear me really well.
Oh, so over here we got the green diamond. This one's my personal favorite. I just love how long the train is. Just looks really cool, and I like I'm pretty sure that's a mail car up there, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a repainted M10000 or UP M10000. And it's really cool. So it's got 2 extra cars than the set would have came with, and one of them is a mail car.
I have to check on that, George. I was just looking over there. It looks like it's a different front. The power unit is a different than the power unit over there.
Maybe it's.
So I don't know. Maybe it is a Pride line one. I don't think so. Any comments, George?
Let's see. Train Track Production says he has a little model of the Flying Yankee. Yeah, that's cool. LJ Rail Yards is cool. Grandpa says, George, I have the Flying Yankee. It has a gray front. That's cool. Iron Fox says my Super Chief cars were made in the 80s. They were anniversary cars, so are the UP ones too. I think my grandpa's got those.
Yes, but those are. I think those might be original repaints.
Oh, that's cool. Uh-oh. We're going pixelized. Oh boy. Anyways, hopefully.
Just ride it out.
Yeah,
Ride it out.
Andrew Garcia, welcome to stream. I always thought those M10000s looked like submarines on the tracks. That's what. Is a yellow submarine. LOL. We called them the banana trains when I was little. Still do actually. But yeah, imagine the nuclear explosion if the atomic train crashed. That would suck.
Yes, it would.
Yes, it would. All right, we're back. Rode that one out, George. I'm going to get out that flying Yankee. Zoom in. Oh, it's smoking too. That's a good $20 purchase, George. See, Bill knew you'd come through.
It has a little trouble. Are we allowed to touch our engine when we start it?
Yes.
Okay.
So here's that.
It's not too
Look at
good.
that one, George.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, probably shouldn't run it too much. So tomorrow. That one's really cool.
Grandpa's saying that he thinks that the Green Diamond's Pride lines. I'm going to lift that up in just a second. Isn't that cool? There's a whole set like that. The blue trucks and everything like that.
Dang, can I see it?
Yeah, be careful. The motor will fall out there, George.
Oh, so we can't run it.
I don't know. I haven't.
Tried it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, not saying that this isn't Pride lines, but there is a
Lionel,
right
well, maybe it's
engine in it. That
motor.
doesn't mean that it's just because it's got a Lionel motor doesn't mean that it's not Pride lines. So,
maybe if we check on the back of the car. Oh yeah, it is.
what's that?
It's got a P and an L on it, which I'm assuming stands for Pride lines.
There you go. And now we know.
That's really cool. So was Pride lines like a older O-scale manufacturer, or do you know anything about that or no?
They're a newer manufacturer of tinplate.
Oh really?
So more modern. They're not around anymore, I don't think. But they were made tinplate. I want to say, and I'll probably get corrected on here. Oh, Bill's here. All right, Bill, thanks.
Hey.
Tinplate Thursday. Bill Cabernet says these are all Bill's trains that we're sharing with you today, and special thanks to Bill for allowing us to share this with you. So, yeah. So tinplate. We've got stuff out, running well. We've figured out a couple things, Bill. The Green Diamond works like a champ. The Hiawatha doesn't like a lot of different things on our layout.
And we found your F40.
You've been looking for that one.
Tim says we've been looking for the, or you've been looking for this, so we found it, and we've run it a little bit, and I don't know, somehow there got a little bit of water damage in here, and the towel that was in started to stick to the wheels, so you might have to clean up the rollers a little bit, because it loses power every once in a while, but runs, so that's good.
Train Track Production says it's the attack of the Zephyrs. It is, we do. Bill Cabernet, Bill says that he's at work, but he's listening in. Well, thanks for just chiming in a little bit, Bill. Good to see you. And again, thanks for allowing us to share some of this awesome tinplate. We've been getting a lot of good feedback. A lot of people are really enjoying seeing these oldies run, huh, George?
Yeah, that is true. Grandpa says, hey, Bill, you want to sell me that Rock Island and Peoria General for a lot more than $20? I'll trade you.
Oh, George is trading up.
Is that allowed? Is that allowed?
Trading up. $20. It's got to be something that you don't have.
That's true.
And it's got to be here tomorrow. Unless you want to stretch it. No, I don't want to stretch it out any longer. Even though my surprise would be really cool, and I'm really disappointed not be able to have everything together for the race on Friday. But I don't care because it's so cool that I can't wait until we have. If we have to do it on another day, George, it's gonna blow your mind.
Oh boy.
Yeah, my racer's gonna blow your mind.
This is gonna be good.
I came in is coming in 2 shipments. The one shipment's coming today. The other shipment is scheduled to be here tomorrow. I was hoping that would come today, but it doesn't look like it's going to make it here today. I don't think the second shipment's going to make it here for the stream. but I am going to have it, and it is, I think, going to be an awesome racer for our racing fleet nonetheless. $23 for me, George. $23.
Banky Trace.
Although if I'd have spent a little bit more on shipping, maybe I'd have it by now. All right. So General Mills 60 Brigade Plus says they should use scaled down trains as transportation in cities. Some light rail. Train Track Production says Zephyr Attack blows Leslie A200 and goes full speed. Speaking of going full speed, let's get some of this stuff running. Woo!
Okay.
Oh, Iron Fox has got his racer. He has got a really cool one. He's posted some pictures up. Although I don't know, I've never actually seen the engine, Iron Fox. All I've seen is just a streak come by those videos. I haven't seen the engine.
Yeah, how do we know it's an engine?
It's like the Bigfoot on the Discord group. Those of you who haven't looked at the Discord group, make sure you check out the Discord group for next gen of train enthusiasts and model train enthusiasts. We've got a lot of people on here that are participating in our chat today and everything like that are involved there, and they always continue the fun on the Discord after this, and they just talk about a lot of stuff here. George just switched trains to the other train.
I put it on here so I could test this train. There's nothing on that train.
Okay. Gotcha. So the Black Blur is Iron Fox's racing engine, and the Black Blur, he's put up pictures of it, and it just whizzes by so fast you can't even see it. I think it's like Bigfoot, the Chupacabra or something like
I
that.
think you're right.
So a Train Track Production says they copied the War Bonnet. I bet that one might predate the War Bonnet.
Yeah.
About the same time, I know that the original M10,000s had a paint job like that too.
I think he's talking about the Delaware and Hudson.
Okay.
The D&H copied the same.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they did. They did with those outposts. Actually, they copied the scheme, I think, because they bought those outposts right from the Santa Fe. When they bought those outposts that they copied the scheme on.
In fact, did you know the last two surviving Sharknose are D&H ones?
Really? Where are they, do you know?
They're in somebody's private collection, but yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah, that would be cool. So, Iron Fox says that he can't because it's at his grandpa's house. I'm telling you, it's like Bigfoot. It's Bigfoot. Is it out there? Or is it not? It's just blurred.
The X-Files.
X-File engine right there. Alright. Adrian Garcia says, see you guys, gotta get back to work.
Well, see ya, Angel.
By the way, Angel sent you a text last night. I was going through stuff, and I accidentally clicked on it from the Discord. So you're gonna have to go back. I didn't look at it. I didn't read it. I was just going through trying to set up some stuff. So
Okay.
thanks everybody for coming here, hanging out, spending some time with us. James Ring says, yeah, but looks better. Our train says the D&H had so many different paint concepts for the PAs, but they just decided to paint the blue red or the red blue when they copied. Yep. James Ring says, I like the D&H because I love toy trains.
Buster!
So tell me about that. I don't know about that, George.
So Buster is a Delaware and Hudson SD45 that was in I Love Toy Trains, and there was a part where they were putting Buster in the shed, and it ran at full speed and ran into the back of the shed.
A toy train?
Yeah.
There we go. Let's get that Hudson rolling. That Hudson's one of my favorite engines, George. Love that one.
Yeah, it is cool. What color is the coupler?
The back coupler keeps opening up. Yeah, they're always having problems with the back coupler on, not only the back coupler on that, but also the front coupler on the car. So I just wired them together before the stream so we wouldn't have any problems. Texas Train Maxer says, happy trails, y'all. Stay tuned for his Friday on Friday for his live stream at 6, right after we're done. And may our signals be green, and we'll see you all down the line. We'll see you. See you around the roundhouse. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out. Train Track Production also says he's got to go. Well, thanks for coming in today, hanging out. Good to see you. We'll see you around the roundhouse.
caboose hit you on the way out.
Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out. James Reed's asking, what do you think of the 5550 project? I'm not familiar
I
with
don't
what that
like
is.
it. It's a T1.
Oh, the T1? Georgia didn't like the T1.
I don't know. I just think it's a waste of money. They could be making something like a Dreyfus Hudson or an Atlantic, you know, to try and beat it. But they're going to make a T1, which they weren't really successful because the wheels slipped. So, you know.
Right. So Iron Fox is asking about the Hudson. And let me just tell you about the Hudson. So this Hudson came out with these cars, I believe, in 1937 is when these cars came out. And the Hudson was made right around, a couple of years right around there, Scale Hudson.
Right?
What's that? Right. These aren't, the cars I think are original repaints. Maybe Bill can tune in on that. But then Lionel came again in 1990 or 91 and reissued it. Where Lionel reissued a beautiful, beautiful scale GG1, but it wasn't command control. I'm sorry, Hudson, that's what I meant. I have that one, and it came out with the cars to go with it, and I don't have the cars to go with it, so they redid that. The one that we're driving today, it didn't come with these cars. The one that I'm driving today is a command control one that is made by K-Line. So we've got two different Hudsons of the J1E variety. And the one that we're running today, that was just one that I had out, and I wanted to get that one out so that we could run it with these cars because it's such a beautiful set. And also, I could give everybody a whistle as they came in and off the street.
Stop it.
It's giving us some hard times right now. All right. General Motors M60 Brigade says, thank you guys, great job. Well, thanks for having you here. See you around the roundhouse. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out. Hopefully come back again soon. We stream every day except for Tuesdays. Starting at 3, we usually go for a couple hours depending on how we feel and what the chat's rolling like. Iron Fox says it sounds just like your Hudson. What kind of Hudson do you have, Iron Fox? Grandpa says Iron Fox, Lionel made the scale Hudson set, a remake of the 1937. They called it rail cheap cars when they were made for the pre-war scale Hudson.
That's cool.
Robert Searcy, Reading and Northern is working on theirs. James Ring says, do you think the 4449 should be the Freedom Train when 2026 rolls around? What? Why not?
Because that was for the bicentennial of America, right?
Right? 1770, so that's 50 years later. So that'd be 250 years. If they did, that would be cool if they do another Freedom Train, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but maybe not the 4449. Like something new. You know?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, they used some of the funds from that to restore the 4449. So hopefully they'll do the same thing. They'll pick one out. Wouldn't it be cool to see them restore the 1218 for Freedom Train?
Or 611, it was never
Right, but that one's already going. I'm talking about something that's not going right now. Well,
like that's in a park right now.
Right, they could easily be done. What would be your number one that they could easily be done and redone?
Well, I gotta think about it.
Yeah.
Maybe not 1218, because that one probably would be a lot harder. There could be some articulated. Maybe like Texas. Not a Texas, a Northern, Santa Fe Northern.
See, there already is a Santa Fe Northern. I'm thinking like something that's not out there. I like that. Don't get me wrong, that's a great idea. I would love that one. But like something that's not.
I'm trying to say, that's a hard one,
It is. Well, think about that one. Let's see here. TDF says GFW trains. There's a fix for the rear electric coupler opening up by itself on the Hudson. You need a resistor placed in line with the coupler. Ask your friendly repairman Wayne about it. We will, but we hate the overburden Wayne. And we've got about a stack of projects 8 deep for Wayne. So I think that one's really low on the list of priorities. He's working on putting a command control in our table car engine, so we can run that command control. Plus, I got to come to him on bended knee with my AC9 and get it fixed. Either him or somebody else. I hate that. Like, go back to the well.
Ron can fix that.
I don't know. Thinking Ron or Todd. Human Entity is asking what the full name of the founder of Lionel was. Joshua
Lionel.
Cohen. Right. For those of you who didn't know,
JLC.
yep, JLC. For those of you who didn't know, George's name was almost Lionel. We had floated that idea, but my wife put a nix on that one.
Why wouldn't you name me like Joshua Lionel?
Like George Lionel.
Yeah. No, or, yeah.
I wanted the name of Lionel Coltrane.
GLW Train.
Lionel Coltrane Murdering. My wife didn't like that one. I was serious. I wanted that.
LCW Train.
Yeah. So Iron Fox has no miners in New York Central Hudson. I saw that that you got it in the late. It was built in the late 2000s. So Change Trends of the Chessie Steve special was repainted and used as part of the Freedom Train tour. Yeah, that's the T1.
And an Alco, I think, too.
Grandpa says, how about a J3 Hudson?
J1,
Which one's a J3, George?
Just a different variant.
Gotcha. And Gene Drink said, sadly, none were preserved. Yeah, I know. Isn't that a shame? Humanity says, what is Lionel's highest selling train of all time? It's got to be, if it's just one train, it's got to be the Santa Fe F3. Santa Fe F3. James Ring is checking and saying it's the Santa Fe F3.
Yeah. Maybe, the Polar Express.
Polar Express, that's a good one too. Polar Express is, they've been selling that one for a long time and sell a lot of that. But man, those Santa Fe F3s came out when Lionel Trains was the bee's knees, dude. The bee's knees.
Post-war Santa Fe F3, according to Quincy.
All right, that's what I thought. Robert Cersei is saying the 4449 was a western engine. The nickel plate Burke was the eastern engine for the Freedom Train.
I don't think that's correct. I think they had the Chessie Steam special.
The T1.
And then the Freedom Train. I don't think the Burke was the storage train.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, didn't the 759 work then? That was part of the one that was at the 759, the nickel plate that's at Steamtown.
I don't know.
James Ring says he has a Lionel Monopoly game. I bet that's fun. I think there are some people that are watching the stream right now that have been working on a real-life Lionel Monopoly game for years. They've been spending money like it's Monopoly money. Green Diamond? I want it. Hudson? I want it. Big Boy? Big Boy? I want it. Ours Train says, according to Google, the Polar Express seems to be the most sold train set.
Interesting.
I heard an Abraham Lincoln quote that says, sometimes the facts that you read on the internet aren't always right. Abraham Lincoln. He said that.
Any of you get that, you're smart people. If you don't get that, yeah.
So Shane's Train says, I wasn't arguing who was first, it just happened. It's not my fault people prefer the Chessie style Freedom Train. Yeah. All right, I think we're back.
Alrighty.
Battery died. I think that was it. Didn't realize it wasn't plugged in and the battery died on the computer. Sorry about that, everybody. We lost a bunch of people there.
Oh, it completely dies. We need to restart it. Well, I don't know what happened.
I do. I unplugged at the beginning of the stream, George. I unplugged the computer so that I could take everybody on a walk around the layout.
Oh yeah.
Guess what I forgot to do? Yep. So as we were cruising along in the stream, didn't realize it, didn't plug it back in, and it died.
I think it says it looks like George has a new hat. Yeah, totally.
So says the nickel plate road 765 is in Indiana. Nickel plate 759 is in Steamtown in Scranton.
But it doesn't run anymore. But,
It used to run,
used to when Steamtown is good. Yeah.
but then they've got a lot of ones in Steamtown there that would probably be locomotives that might not be that hard to get the boiler fired up again. I love the 759. That'd be a cool one. But there's already some Berks that are out there, so
I think instead of a Y6B, I know James asked if you think a Y6B should be built instead of a T1. Yes, but I think that they should make a Dreyfus Hudson over a T1.
oh yeah, that'd be cool.
I think that, I don't know. I don't understand why they're making a T1, you know? When they could have made like a Hudson, which is a lot better.
Right. Benjamin Ty's back. Hey, this has got to be my favorite YouTube name YouTuber's name that I've ever seen. Go via or go home. I love it. Thanks for joining in the stream today. Welcome from Canada. Good to see you. Thank you. I love the name there.
Can I find? Oh,
Go ahead, George.
can I find any picture of Lionel's first train online? Do they have any? I
Yeah.
think they do.
Yeah, it's like a little.
It's like a 040, right?
No, it's like a flat car. It looks like a gondola.
Really?
Yeah, and then there's a car that goes with it that's like got a big hook on it, like a crane car.
Really?
Yep, that's Lionel's first one. After the stream, I'll have to post something up on the Discord if I can find it. But if I'm not mistaken, that's Lionel's first train. If I'm not mistaken, Lionel made fan motors before they made toys. George, did you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Really cool.
So you get some agreement, George, that a lot of people are thinking that Dreyfus Hudson would be a good one to remake.
I know, instead of the T1, like that, no offense to any PR fans, the T1 is like so overrated. I mean, it's like, you know, it was like prone to wheel slip, you know, it wasn't really that successful. And then you have engines like the Dreyfus Hudson, which probably could go so much better. The Atlantic, the Hiawatha Atlantic, I mean, it could go, you know, that one went 100 miles an hour regularly. I don't know. I just think that instead of a T1, they should make one of those or a Dreyfus Hudson. But yeah, Go Beer Go Home has a good YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it before,
Right,
check it out. Yeah, this thing's pretty cool.
We love to watch good YouTube channels and work on the train layout, don't we, George?
Yeah.
And always looking for a good one. Thanks for dropping by. We'll have to definitely check out.
Exactly. Tim says the T1 can only run between Crescent Line, Ohio, and Chicago. So the PR T1 project is a waste. Crescent Line to Chicago was the fastest part of the Pennsylvania, or flattest part of the Pennsylvania. Yeah, and I mean, with Hiawatha's too, and everybody's always talking about how I don't know. I just think that they could have made like an Atlantic or a Hudson, you know, that tried to break the world speed record, which I think would be cool. Actually, I think the Hiawatha Atlantic, if they created one of those to break the world speed record, it was given the same scenarios as the Mallard. They could kill that record, man.
So humanity's got some fighting words on there. I'm not going to say those because George's head might explode.
I don't know. I think the Cap 1 was so much. The T1's overrated, man. I tell you. Everybody's always loving it, but it was kind of just, you know, not that good.
James Regas saying the S1 was terrible. Yeah, the ours saying, George, would you rebuild the Dreyfus or the Hiawatha Atlantic?
Well, if I'm trying to break the world speed record, I'm going to go with the Atlantic.
Yeah.
No offense to the Hudsons, but they were just faster engines.
Yeah, big old drivers.
Go Beer Go Home says, forgive my eyesight. Are you running G or O scale? We're running O scale, 3-rail O scale. Currently running tinplate trains, but we have a lot of modern trains. I collect modern trains. He does modern and post-war. I have a little bit of post-war, just not, you know, not a lot, too much. And currently we're running some tinplate stuff since it's Tinplate Thursday.
Tinplate Thursday. I think the newest train that we are operating, well, some of it is recreations of it, but the newest one is modeled after something that was made before 1930. Let me see if I can get Oh, we're not going to get the epic cam going here. Sorry, I was hoping that I might be able to get you going on a little view from the. Let me try that one more time. Anything? I don't think we're gonna get it. So what have you guys been discussing on the Discord, George?
I haven't been on there much recently. I know there's just been a lot of talk about trading. But yeah, I know Texas Stream Master's been on there. Same with Burns. He's been talking a lot.
Ryan Burns, yeah, he likes to talk about his Pennsylvania Railroad. I love his passion for the Pennsylvania Railroad.
Yeah. It's cool.
So James Ring says if another Hiawatha was built, RIP Mallard 4468. Can't see George over here, but he's shaking his head. So James Ring says both the T1 and the S1 were great. Granted, the T1 was still had the getting censored by the New York Central today. Humanity's still just trying to throw down with you today, George. Everybody twists George's tail about that Capitol, buddy.
Let's move over here.
Interview there. Man, they call it the Discord Decker Dispatch. Hey, I'm gonna go upstairs and get something to drink, George. I'm getting
Can you get me some? Yeah. The AC9 is severely underrated. Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah. We have an AC9. Currently, it's not working. But it's probably not going to get fixed until the stay-at-home gets lifted. But that one is a real cool one, and yeah, I do agree with you. That is a big hauler that never really got. That'd be another cool one that to be restored. Sorry, guys, thought something. Bring enough drinks for everyone, please. I have to tell my dad that when he comes back down so he can go back upstairs. Also Yellowstone. Yellowstone, yeah. But there are still a lot of Yellowstones around, you know? I think there's 2 left. But yeah, you're correct, yeah. In fact, there are no AC9s left. Yes, correct. I love the Cap 4s. Yeah, me too. I think I got one over here. Let me grab it. Here's our Cap 4. And then the tender's back over there. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. I really wish 3977 was up and running instead of 4014. I don't know, man. They already got a challenge, even though it's retired, but that's massive. Yeah, it's pretty big. It's not our biggest, too. We got an AC9, and my grandpa's got or 2 big boys at his house. So yeah, but 3977 is cool, but I don't know. They already got a challenger that could work or could be restored even though it's retired. Tim says the AC9 is underrated because they only ran where coal was permitted on the SP, but some AC9s were converted to oil. Yeah, that's correct. I think Third Rail made a oil burning AC9, which is really cool. Even though it's like crazy expensive, but yeah. 3985 and 3977. Yeah, I think I also wish 4406 got more than. Yeah, that's a cool one. And this Hudson, once it gets up or gets going, it goes fast. You see, it's gonna go. The DMINR is really cool. In fact, I went to Minnesota, went to the Boundary Waters with my dad, and we saw a lot of DMINR engines still around. It's really cool. My favorite Lionel Streamliner is in Green City, Denver. That one is pretty cool. But yeah, you're right. The Yellowstone is underrated. Jason, welcome to the stream. Oh, hold on. I mean, yeah, it's Green Diamond, pretty cool engine. Pentrix made a video about all the AC9 class roads on the SD. I'd recommend getting it. Alright, well, yeah, I'll look into that too. But yeah. What's your favorite locomotive? My favorite's the Cat 4 we got over there. That one. The AC-12 Cat 4. Just because, I don't know, that one's not my favorite. Just because it's different, you know? Yeah.
No iced tea for me today. Stayed up late last night. I needed a little pep. So we got some caffeine going here. Put it on top of the station. Thanks everybody for being here. I'd invite everybody to go grab something to drink, kick back, we're having a good time.
What's the best diesel pizza?
Santa Fe War Bonnet.
I'm gonna go with Daylight.
Well, that really wasn't a.
Yeah, it was.
Was it a diesel paint scheme before it was steam paint? Well, I guess it works. And that Daylight is a good one. I think it's got to be 1A and 1B on that.
Ferromex is really good too.
Yeah, the bottom.
I am so mad.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted to see a Ferromex engine, right? And we were in Big Rock, Clemens Park in Big Rock, Illinois. And over there, they had a passing sighting because it's a one-track main out there. And we see these three huge BNSF ES44s coming through, right? And they stop. And all of a sudden we hear, I think it was like a mixed rate. There was a BNSF leading, ES44 leading, and they had a Ferromex engine, a CSX engine, and they were behind it. So I didn't even get to take like pictures of it. So I'm really mad, but yeah.
Had to go to Mexico, George.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's right.
So what's your second favorite locomotive? Did you say that?
My second favorite. I don't know. That's a tough one. I like Berkshire's a lot.
Yeah, Berkshire's have. Benjamin Dime, good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Hanging out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a late night last night, so I got a little pick me up with the drink, and I got a handful of peanuts here, so I'm sorry to eat on that.
So yeah, this is my second favorite train. So C&O Burke, 2696. Pretty neat engines, Lionel Legacy. Yeah, learned a lot on the streams.
Iris says his favorite paint scheme is either Erie, Lackawanna, Santa Fe, or Delaware and Hudson. Those all good ones. Erie, Lackawanna is neat. I like the way that the colors blend together. Also, I love me my Hiawatha's. I love the Hiawatha.
Hudson. Hiawatha.
Yeah, even the diesel. Yep. Manny says, if you could not have any O-scale trains, what scale would you get, George? I'll tell you right now, if you got up in his room.
What? Oh, NC?
scale?
Yeah, he's been going to town with his N scale stuff. You got him fired up on his N scale. Sure, there's O scale, N scale, HO scale,
S scale.
got some S scale.
Yeah.
I think he loves all of those. We got a good friend of ours that we go to trade shows with a lot that's an S gauge collector.
Yeah.
Mike Minetti, he was on the stream here. Probably fell asleep. We probably didn't keep him up this long.
It's okay.
And maybe ask him to give that a run for its money, huh? George is really loving on that S gauge these days. He said, but Mr. Minetti has been kind of sucking slowly George into the S gauge world.
Yes.
Gave him a set to kind of, watch over a little bit. He's like, here, give us a set. Watch this set. Run it around a little bit. Tell me what you think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Jason Lecaros is here. Miracles.
There you go.
Oh, yeah? Did you answer his question about the Pride Line Green Diamond?
Yeah. Yes.
So, yes, it is the Pride Line Green Diamond. Ours is asking what your favorite Northeastern rope railroad is. That's a tough one.
I don't know.
I'm going to have to go with Pennsylvania for me.
Yeah.
Even though after you hear it so many times,
New Haven. No, I'm just kidding.
I like
Conrail.
Oh man, really? Why?
Because they're blue.
What?
Actually, no, Norfolk
That
and
doesn't make
Southern.
sense.
Norfolk and Southern, that's my favorite.
Older Northeastern railroad. Norfolk and Western then?
Yeah.
Iron Fox 7 says I like the paint scheme to the Blue Comet, the Santa Fe, and so on.
Yeah, that's cool.
How about the Blue Goose? Have you ever seen the Blue Goose?
I've never seen one, but I know what they are.
Yeah, that's a neat one. There's a streamlined Santa Fe that was painted blue. That's a neat one. Humanity says, when are we going to see N scale on the street? That's a really good
When I
question.
get my T-track modules.
Tell me more about T-track modules. I'm still kind of.
So T-track is basically so a T-track module is basically you can get there are modules that you can connect with other people, hence the modular name.
They're pretty small, right?
The singular modules are about this big and then this wide.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think there's you can get up to a double, a triple, and a quadruple size module. Or so yeah, you can make them your own, put your own scenery on them, and have industries. And I just think that's kind of cool. And I think it's cool how you can have a lot of them in just a tiny space.
Yeah, no, I agree. You've been working on one upstairs, right?
Well, I haven't been working on one. Or, I haven't been working on a T-track module. I've just been working on my N-scale stuff.
Ah, cool. You got them inspired, Humanity. You got them inspired. We have to go, you have to bring that down and show them what you've been working on. Maybe on a stream in the future, maybe tomorrow or Saturday.
It's all stuff you've seen. I've never really, I've just been goofing around with it.
Well, that's the fun of trains, though,
yeah.
isn't it?
Well, yeah, but
you see something,
yeah.
you get on YouTube, you get inspired, you do it. That's cool, and I appreciate. You know what? Honestly, Humanity, I love that. I appreciate you bringing that spark into George. George is like a vagabond. He goes in and out of all of these different things that he likes, and this and that. And
Baseball 14, welcome to the stream. Hey, Brennan.
Hey, Brennan's in the house. Good to see you.
He just called me. Actually, I told him I couldn't talk, so I'll call you after the stream, Brennan.
Got to work on that curveball, huh, George?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pop off that curveball.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. So, Iron Fox says the Southern Pacific Daylight is a cool paint scheme. I agree with that. And ours is calling you out, George.
What do you say?
He says your favorite old school railroad. So Norfolk and Western, I think, would count for a favorite. Yeah, that one would count. James Ring's got a trivia question. I don't know the answer to this one, George. What railroad had the most 484 Northerns? In a hint, they didn't call them Northerns.
I don't know. Oh, gosh. Gosh, there's so many railroads, too. I don't know. That's a tough one. I would say the UP, but I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah. James, slap some knowledge on us.
The Canadian National.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Interesting.
They had those green Northerns.
and they pull passenger trains. I'm pretty sure.
Interesting. I didn't know that. So EOMRS is back. Hey, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming back to the stream. Get Brennan one. Baseball 14 to whistle too if he's watching. Yeah. So EOMRS is saying hello, everyone. The spirit of the UP is in the roundhouse. Good to see you here. Big UP fan right there.
Oh yeah. I think the UP is cool. I think I don't understand why everybody hates them. Although I'm kind of a hypocrite for saying this, but I'm not a big fan of their STEAM program right now. I like the 4014, but just the whole politics thing about 3985.
The Challenger being mothballed. That's one. That's the one that they ought to bring back. Get some money, bring back, and pull the Freedom Train.
But that one's been around for a long. Actually, yeah, you're right. Yes, you're right. Yeah.
There we go. Ours trains, I forgot to say that he likes the B&O and the C&O and the Pennsylvania, but the Pennsylvania Railroad is a good example of Northeast railroading. B&O and C&O are good. I like the B&O. I love that museum out there. I got to take you out there.
I like the C&O just because, you guys know, we
got a lot of stuff from the C&O around here.
The C&O H5, and then a Burke, which I already showed you guys over there, and then we have a Blue, which is out, which is my very first engine.
Yeah, if you see on Saturday we're dropping a new video. Got to check that one out. Fast line-out trains.
Yeah, so
you get to actually see Blue in a race versus the Devil Train head-to-head.
Yeah.
Bill Cabernis and George are featured in part of that in the middle of the video, and the train races. You'll be able to see the train races there. Bill's the gentleman that's lent us all of this tinplate that we've been running today.
Yes, correct.
Do you want to try and run a different tinplate?
Sure,
You want to try that Banana Zephyr M10,000?
Let's put this one on.
All right. So as you're putting that on, I'll continue.
Actually, yeah, we can try that one. Just turn it around because it doesn't like the hill over there.
The M10,000?
Yeah.
So Iron Fox is saying the Pennsylvania Railroad had the most Texas-type locomotives. I didn't know that. That's interesting. James Ring says they called them the Confederation types. Interesting. I didn't know that. I did not know that. And Tim is correcting you, George.
What did I do?
Tim says the green steam locomotives that the CN had were the U1F class 482 Mountains, not Northerns.
Oh. Okay. I did not know that.
And ours is saying, you notice nobody said fingers yet. So George has been slapping down a little bit of that sun psychology on me, saying that he doesn't like any trains that he can't touch. So now all of a sudden I've got to just bite my tongue every time. I'm like, all right. Because I want George to like everything. I want him to like even the post-war stuff. But some of that stuff is so fragile, so fragile. You don't want to get that messed up. Every time you take something out, you risk breaking something. But at the same time, that's why it's so rare and so beautiful. So EOMRS says, I'm actually working on my N-scale layout right now. Cool. Very cool. What are you modeling right now, EOMRS, on your N-scale layout? And James Ring says the CN had 160 confederations, George.
Oh, wow. That's a few.
Is that M10,000 giving some issues?
Yeah.
It's weird, like some of the spots where those tinplate trains are coming off the tracks.
I know. It's not coming off the track, but the front of that, it's hitting the center rail.
Yeah.
And then it's...
but like the Hiawatha was coming off the track around there. Like,
I think it's just like the gradual...
it's not, though. It like comes off around the curve, and you'd think that there's a kink in the curve or something like that, but there is no kink. That's it's well laid track over there, if you ask me. I mean, I get that the front comes.
What?
So that front bottoms out and it shorts out over there, huh?
Yeah. I'm trying to.
Let's run it or keep running it around. Hiawatha. You can try the Hiawatha. It's all set to go. You can pull it out and see if it runs. Or maybe try the Flying Yankee. I bet that one will run pretty good. Not the Flying Yankee. We've got the red one. The Texas one's ready to go, I think. And then we've got the Burlington Zephyr that's out here. That's ready to roll. Ready to roll. EOMRS says the Spirit of the UP with 2 weathered boxcars and a Canadian Pacific 3-bay hopper and a BNSF 2-bay hopper. One of these days, in fact, for my birthday, which was just a couple of weeks, or feels like a couple of weeks, about a month ago, my family got me a airbrush. So they said they'd get me one if I found one to get. I don't know anything about airbrushing, but I really want to get an airbrush and learn how to do some locomotive weathering. But I'm also kind of a scaredy cat. I'm scared about weathering locomotives. I think that's.
So you start on NPC stuff.
Yeah, you start on some stuff you really don't care about, huh? Yeah. Hey, Iron Fox birthday's in 4 days. Happy birthday! You're a May guy too, right?
May the 4th be with you.
So in 4 days is that May 4th? Are you born on May 4th? May the 4th be with you. Benjamin Ty's back. Welcome back, Benjamin. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. We're having a good time here. Coming close to end of hour 2 on our trains, running some tinplate stuff. Got good stuff here. Happy birthday to Iron Fox, May 4th. Got ourselves a Star Wars birthday. May the 4th be with you. Jordan's birthday is May 15th. So you guys are right there, right around the corner for both of you guys.
Oh, yeah.
James Ring, I love your trivia. Bring it. This is good. I was watching Texas Trainmaster's live stream the other day, and he was throwing down some trivia questions. In fact, I think I'm going to ask Texas Trainmaster to come on our stream and do a little trivia segment. I think that would be a lot of fun. EOMRS, your dad's birthday is tomorrow. We'll make sure you wish him a happy birthday from the GFW Trains and Waldozer Productions. Right, George?
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. James Ring says, what railroad originally had broad gauge, but then switched to standard gauge? Hint, the railroad was bought by the UP in 1982. I was going to say...
the Rio Grande.
There you go. I was going to say UP, but that's obviously not it. George says Rio Grande. Mike must have been watching. Mike Minetti says, run the pool noodle again. We're running the yellow pool noodle right now. Oh, gosh. Oh, he woke up for the nap. Lots of pool noodle. So you're trying to the Hiawatha out, huh, George?
Yeah.
George is going a little crazy here. I don't think that... I will lay down money that Hiawatha doesn't make it around the track.
Oh, most definitely.
Hey, George, you want to know the answer?
What?
It wasn't the Rio Grande.
Oh, what was it?
Missouri Pacific.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's really an interesting one. That's awesome trivia. Thanks, James. I appreciate that. That's neat stuff. Benjamin Ty got that right. Ours Train says, hey, Wally, where'd Waldozer come from? Well, interesting fact that when we were picking out email names way back in the early 1990s, we were trying to figure out something, and my sister and myself, we picked out names that just like random names, and my very first email address was Waldozer. My sister's is Mugdozer, and in fact, my nephew, I love this, my nephew is Sam Dozer. So for whatever reason, we always picked Dozer as our the suffix at the beginning of our first name. So that's where Waldozer comes from. Oh, dude, that is tough. Let's see if it makes it around. That's a neat one there, George.
I don't know what's doing that.
So we have Waldozer Productions. That was what my friends always call it. Like for years and years, you guys never saw me. It's always been GFW Trains. And I've been the guy behind the camera doing a lot of the production work. So everybody who saw me do it said, All right, it's GFW Trains brought to you by Waldozer Productions. So
Well, Bill Coke came up with that.
yeah, Bill Cabertis came up with Waldozer Productions. So that's where that one comes from. Benjamin Ty says I got that from the UP 1982 locomotive number. Ooh, we took that one. Just took that one off the track. It's down low. That's our next.
No, it isn't.
That's our next project. It's around
yeah,
here.
that one's, yeah.
We got to put away a lot of trains. I took a lot of trains off the track before we got going on tinplate Thursday here, and they're all just stowed around the track underneath here. Those of you who have train layouts know that that sometimes you got to do that, but you got to put away. When you take a train out, you got to put a train away. It's just the way that it works. What you doing, George?
I was just putting the actual train on. I just
All
thought
right.
I'd try it with this one.
You gonna try 2 trains?
No, I'm taking this one off.
Gotcha. For those of you, George, you can't see it. George is just on the other side of the camera here. All right, so back to the stream. Yeah, EOMRS says I have a GP50 that's a Missouri Pacific, or also called the Mopac. Yep, I love the Mopac. That's one of my favorite railroads. The EOMRS. The reason why I love the Mopac, it's something I've grown to love. I didn't necessarily like it right away, but I spent a lot of time paddling canoes down the Missouri River across the state of Missouri. There's a canoe race that starts in Kansas City and ends in St. Louis on the Missouri River across the state of Missouri. And I've paddled in that canoe race a couple of times, and I love it. It's called the Missouri River 340 because it's 340 miles from Missouri, or from Kansas City to St. Louis. And anyhow, when you're paddling it, it paddles right along the old Mopac and the UP.
Tell the story where you thought the train was on the track.
Well, one night when we were paddling this race, obviously it's 340 miles, so you can't do it in one shebang. Sometimes you got to pull over and take a rest. So we were paddling all through the night. My partner wanted to come over and take a rest. I didn't want to, and he finally talked me into it. So we went over and took a rest, and we got out of the boat, and we were laying down, and just as I started to fall asleep, we heard, "Meh, meh." I turned over, and we were sleeping right next to the Missouri Pacific track, so now the UP track, and it looked like the UP was going to come and run us over. Anyway, didn't get any sleep because it scared me to death and got my blood pumping on that one. But yeah, the Missouri River 340, it runs right along the Missouri Pacific, now the UP. And ever since I did that race, I think the first time I did it was in 2008, I've grown to love the Missouri Pacific. So Irish Train said, "Go, Hiawatha, go! Get there, get there, get there!" Hey, going that way works pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
So Benjamin Ty says, question from GFW Trains, new. Why tinplate 30 trains?
Because one of our friends said that we should run more tinplate. Yeah, Bilko said we should run more tinplate, so
Yeah,
let's borrow some of his tinplate.
we thought it was fun. You know, we've got some older guys like myself and some of the generation even older than myself that love toy trains. They love collecting trains, old Lionel stuff. And we've got younger guys. One of the coolest parts about having this live stream with George and I is kind of combining all of those groups, and the younger guys educating the older guys, and the older guys educating the younger guys, and seeing some of the beauty of these old trains. I mean, how beautiful is this Hudson this Hiawatha right here? This Hiawatha, I can't believe how beautiful this Hiawatha is. The Green Diamond, the M10,000. These are some beautiful trains. And some of these, the pool noodle, yeah. Some of these old, and the classics are, I mean, whether it's American Flyer, whether it's Lionel, some of these classic trains are amazing. And it's been fun to share old classics with new stuff. So we thought, you know what, on Thursday today, we'll run some old stuff, some tinplate stuff. I like that tradition, running like post-war or tinplate on Thursday, don't you, George?
Oh yeah.
I have to tell you, though, it's kind of crazy because it took a lot more time than you would think to get everything all set up to get this stuff running. I spent probably about an hour and a half getting all this tinplate ready and getting the train layout so that the tinplate would actually work well on it. But I'm glad. I've really enjoyed the stream. I really enjoyed sharing all the tinplate with everybody today. Train Kid 45 in the house. Let me get you whistle. Whoop, whoop, whoop. nothing there. But welcome. Thanks for coming into the stream. Appreciate it. Just got done spray painting a locomotive that I'm making. Very cool. What you making, Train Kid? James Ring says one more for good measure. One more trivia. All right. What's the name of the what was the last use of New Haven steam? Hint: it was for a movie. Well, that's a good one. I think you're drawing a blank on both of us. We'll see if somebody from the stream knows. Grandpa says, do you remember the same thing up at Porter Cove with BC, with the BC Rail? Yeah. One of the things that we did when I was growing up, too, that was a lot of fun, is we went out to Vancouver in the British Columbia. And just outside of British Columbia in a place called Porter Cove, there was a campground that was right along the BC Rail line. And for those people that didn't like trains, it was probably an awful campground because the trains were coming by all the time. But for me and my grandpa and my family, it was absolutely amazing because on one side you had the ocean. It was so beautiful. You could see the ocean. You throw rocks in the ocean. And then on the other side you had BC Rail. And that's where the Royal Hudson would drive down every day. It was kind of interesting, too, because you'd always know when a train was coming because they'd have a speeder that would run in front of the train all of the time.
Actually?
Yeah, so you'd be there and you'd see a speeder coming through. And as soon as you see a speeder coming through in front of the train, you know that a train was coming right after it.
Interesting.
EOMRS says, does anybody know where to get discount Cato locomotives and track?
No
I don't,
clue.
but maybe somebody can weigh in on that one.
eBay?
Yeah. Benjamin Ty says, I saw Norfolk and Southern 4001 yesterday via virtual rail fan cam. What is that one? George, you know what
That's the Sonic bonnet.
Oh, the Sonic bonnet. That's cool. That's really neat. We're going to have to, one of these days, maybe this weekend, just see if we can chase a train out. We use that
Heritage
Unit app and see if we can find a good one. Or at least go down to Yorkville and catch a train as it comes through Yorkville so I can... George, did you hear the train that came through at 2:30 last night?
No idea.
There was a train at 2:30 that came through. Woke my wife. I was already up because I was trying to fix the stream issue with this. But woke my wife up. I was laying there next to her, woke her up. And the train came through Yorkville. There's a train that runs right through downtown Yorkville. We live about 2 miles away from it. And it came through in the middle of the night just blaring its horn. Probably about 20 times.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, woke my wife up. We're 2 miles away. Can only imagine what it's like living along the train tracks there, huh?
That's Illinois RailNet for you.
All right, so we've gone Atari
Okay, yeah.
on our stream, but
Like, we need some Atari shots, you know? It's going through the levels right now.
I guess. I'm not sure what's happening. I can see that our bit rate has dropped dramatically, and I know that I've set my the live stream so that, or the OBS software, so that it detects that and can change the video quality as it comes through, and maybe that's why it goes 8-bit on us. But looks like we're back.
Alrighty.
Hey, Just Nip 1821 says, I like my shirt. Thanks. Let me show you this one. It's good.
Did you buy that at IRM?
No, you know where I got this one, George?
Where?
I got it at the where the General's at Big Shanty.
Oh, yeah.
Kennesaw, Georgia, the museum where the General locomotive is. I still got to get out that. There's so many videos I got to get out. It's just been a lot of things. It's been weird here with the stay at home, especially with the work situation and trying to work through stuff, and it's just tough, just getting in the quagmire sometimes, isn't it, George?
Oh, yeah.
But it's going to be cool this weekend. We're going to go camping in the backyard, right? Through the Scouts. Scouts are having a stay-at-home camp out all across the United States where they got some neat stuff going on. So George and Anita are going to we've got this huge tent. So George, Anita, Mama, and I are going to put up a big tent in the backyard, and I think we're going to spend this weekend camping.
Yeah.
But, the other thing I got to tell you, George, tell everybody here that's still on the stream, just got it ironed out. Stephen Kofeld's layout's going to be on Saturday.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're going to do a tech tune-up with him, and he's going to come in and hopefully get to share his layout with everybody on Saturday. That's going to be big. For those of you who haven't seen it, you're going to have to look up his tomorrow on the web. Down below, I'll have in the description, I'll have a link to his channel, and on his channel, just check out his layout. He's got an amazing layout and a beautiful collection.
Oh, yeah.
Got some neat stuff. He just put up a really cool video, George, of UP set of passenger cars, I just love those cars. They're beautiful. Don't you like the?
Yeah. The yellow.
Uh-huh. So all right. So thanks for the compliment on the shirt. But yeah, anyway, he's going to be here on Saturday at 4:00. Do the tech tune-up. Tune in for that. I'll put the link so yeah, everybody look at KOF. Let me just make sure I got this right. If you want to look it up right now, his the way that you spell his last name, Koferl. He's got an awesome channel with a lot of neat stuff on there. Go check his channel out. Neat stuff right there. In fact, he's just checking in. Says he's got to go. Well, hopefully I'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow, 3:00. We'll be streaming again.
Stefan.
Stefan, as George calls him. Hooked on Phonics worked for me.
Oh yeah. The Hiawatha. Hey guys. Hey, Mr. James Conductor.
James. Hey, good stuff. We've been running that Hiawatha today.
Yeah. After this, I'm gonna go back upstairs and finish my project.
What's your oh? You're making a house,
yeah,
aren't you?
Due today.
Oh, it's due today.
Yeah.
She must be getting antsy. Want to get done with the stream, huh?
Yeah.
Even though
I want to finish it, Guys, I don't know. It's for a grade. So.
For a grade?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're running over a little bit. So we're at Iron Fox saying, yeah, April 3rd I went camping in my backyard. Iron Fox is a scout too, if I remember.
Oh, really?
correctly,
That's
right?
cool.
So you're going to be camping on May, this weekend?
What rank are you?
James Ring says, answer. Okay. I'm sorry. Yes. So I missed that before. The answer to his question was, the 1959 movie was It Happened to Jane, and the locomotive was a J1 Mikado 3016. And James, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a tip of the hat because I really appreciate you typing that in again rather than saying, can you read my last comment? So thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. EOMRS says, hey, what's your Discord name so I can add you?
There's a link in the description for the Discord server.
He's GFW Trains.
Yeah, that's my name.
And I'm Waldozer, WALLDOZER. So those are our names on there.
But if it's easier if you just go to join the Discord server, which actually I recommend everybody doing if you're not a part of it. It's meant for just people to continue chatting even when the live streams aren't happening. Yeah, there's a link in the description for the Discord server. It's called the Mainline, and yeah, we have a fun time talking to people and stuff like that. I know, yeah, Benjamin's part of it, Iron Fox. But yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of other people in the stream that Tim's a part of it.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
So James is leaving. Okay, we'll see you around the roundhouse. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out. Thanks for sharing all that trivia today.
Yeah,
That's good
thanks.
stuff.
It was fun.
Yeah. And then Iron Fox says he needs to do his board of review, and then he's a star.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
That's neat. You know, I was thinking about that the other day, Iron Fox. I bet you that you're in the same council that George is in.
Really?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, and I don't remember exactly where he's from, but I know that he's posted, and you don't have to answer that. Please don't answer that. But I know that he's posted some stuff up about train layouts out in Huntley on his channel. He's got, and so I think that I know that he's in this general area, and I think that where he was saying that.
Is he allowed to say what council he's in?
Yeah.
Yeah. What council are you in, Iron Fox? I'm a member of Three Fires Council. No, what? No trains running. Oh, well, we're just winding things down.
Oh no, Bill's coming in. He's probably just finishing up work right now. Let's get some trains running for Bill, and then we'll. So our that Hiawatha was giving us a little bit of problems. Was giving us some problems, and George, I think, Scott, your Union Pacific number 3 here working a little bit better. Yep, Bilko says he's just finished work. Well, thanks for checking in with us, man. We had an awesome time with your trains today, that's for sure. We've been running the Green Diamond. A lot of people like the Green Diamond. A lot of people love that Hudson in the M10,000 as well. Thanks so much for letting us borrow your tinplate. I think that there are a lot of people that have decided that tinplate is pretty cool stuff. Not just stuff that you see in a museum. It's also some fun trains to run. EMORS says I tried the link, but it won't let me in. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Before we close out the stream here, I've got to refresh that link. I realized once I said something, or George said something about that I probably put the wrong link in the description. So what I'm going to do right now before we end the stream is I'm going to see if I can get that link up here for you. So give me a moment here. But Bill, yeah, thanks a lot. We've had a great time with your trains today. It's been really cool to share them with everybody. And I think everybody's really enjoyed them. We got to wrap these all up and then get them back over to you. Otherwise, they're going to end up staying here for a long time and run around this train layout for a long time. And all right, sorry to keep everybody waiting here.
Also, I'm not sure if you saw this the last time, Uncle Bill. We found your Amtrak F40 at the bottom of one of these boxes. Not sure if you knew it was in here, but Tim informed us that you've been looking for this. So just so you know, we got it, and it's pretty cool. We ran it a little bit, and yeah. So here it is.
Didn't know that. George was like, I didn't know this was tinplate.
Yeah, man. Amtrak F40.
Amtrak.
In the 1940s.
Amtrak tinplate, baby.
Yeah.
Amtrak tinplate. All right. So your project's due tonight, huh, George?
For what? Oh, yeah.
All right. For those of you on the stream that want to get on the Discord, I apologize about that link not working. I just updated, and I think that if do this. So on the live stream, hit the refresh button, and it'll refresh everything up. And then go back down to that hyperlink, the one that didn't work. I put a new hyperlink there, and hopefully it'll take you right over to the Discord. So Benjamin Ty says, goodbye. Well, thanks for coming. I appreciate you hanging out with us today. We've had a really good time sharing this tinplate stuff. And Uncle Bill's saying that yeah, that Hiawatha looks good, but runs like crap.
We got it going pretty good.
Yeah, we did.
Although it kind of scares me when it goes over there.
You know, the one that ran really well today is the Green Diamond.
Yeah, dude. I think this one's one of my favorites. I just like how long it is, you know?
Oh, yeah, that looks, it's a neat train.
Yeah.
That's a neat one. I love the Hudson. I
Really?
love that set. Oh, gosh, yeah, I love that set.
Are these like
Hudson.
original? Or do you know?
I think they are. Maybe Bill can tell us here. I've been telling everybody today.
They're requests.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're pride lines. All right.
It's so cool.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Well, I think what we'll do, I can smell the cooking going on upstairs. I know that George is antsy to get to his project. I've got to go smash up George's little general here, because tomorrow, guess what, everyone? We'll be here at 3, and it's
Fast Friday,
where we got the $20 challenge. For those of you who don't know, George and I had a challenge where we had to go out and buy engines for $20.
In fact, Bill Coburn is in the chat. I bought my engine from. So.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Yeah. I got friends in high places.
Yeah.
So Fast Friday, $20 challenge. We got this. So anyway, again, everybody, thank you for coming. 3 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be here.
Be here or be square.
See you around the roundhouse.
Don't let the goose hit you on the way out.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central.